Let's skip the trailers. You're live. Hello, YouTube. It's me, John Avenger, once again, and welcome to another live commentary. Yeah, this is a movie starring a woman, so you're not offended by that because it's International Women's Month. So I want to do some podcasts that have women in them. And this is a 2008 action crime thriller starring Stiletto, one of the most gorgeous Canadian actresses I've ever seen. Stiletto. Yeah, this is a movie you never heard of, but I'm gonna do a podcast on this. My very best. I'm just skipping the trailers. It's only 99 minutes. It's very short, so we'll get through this, and I don't have to sit through 2.5 hours. Yeah, here we go. Here's the opening credits, and I'm like, yeah. This is basically what the Black Widow movie last year should have been, in my opinion. And let's play it. Such a gorgeous actress, and she can actually act. I can't say the same thing about Yelena. That was a worthless character that nobody will remember this year. Multiverse of Madness and into all these other Marvel movies and shows won't have her, so I'm very happy about that. This movie, yeah, I saw this movie. I saw it. I think I rented it, or I either rented it or watched it on cable once. And I'm like, oh, Stana Katic. I like her from Castle. Yeah, I know. And this is not the travesty that Vanquish was last year. At least this movie is not as low budget as that. Tom Berenger starts the movie. Nobody's watching right now, but hey, I don't want Little Sims on here. I see him, I'm blocking him. I'm not dealing with this bullshit. Michelle Jones, don't want to hear it. Not this time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It starts very slow. It's just two guys talking. But this movie is an hour shorter than the Batman, so I can easily sit through it. 99 minutes is a lot shorter than 2 hours and 45 minutes. I'm sorry. DC, you don't need to make movies that long anymore. Black Adam better be shorter. And The Flash and Batgirl and everything else you pump out this year. No more. Don't put their movies too long. Hey, Iron Lantern, you just made it. I'm doing Stiletto. I know you've never heard of it, but I'm doing the podcast for something different. That's probably why Little Sim was like, "Why Stiletto? Why didn't you do another movie?" Because my next one of my next podcasts is another movie that no one's heard of called Loose Cannons with Dan Aykroyd and Gene Hackman. I want to do that because I haven't seen the movie in years. So we get it. You're Latino. Can we please, Bumang? Ugh, that's disgusting. This is an R-rated movie, so it's not meant for people under 18. So because it's like strong, brutal, bloody violence. Yep, there he goes. That's Stana Katic's introduction to the movie. Thank you for shutting him up with a blonde wig because she's not a blonde. And it's got pervasive language, a lot of F-bombs, sexual content, and drug use. All the stuff that the Batman does not have. Mm-hmm. Michael Bihn's in this movie, Tom Sizemore, William Forsythe, a lot of big name actors in this movie. I read up about this because it came out in 2008. That was a different time. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I didn't see this movie I don't think this was in theaters. I think it was just direct to video here. And yeah, like I said, I like to do podcasts of movies I haven't seen in a long time or movies you never heard of because I kind of throw you off that way. I'm like, I don't want to do just movies that everybody's heard of. That everybody's going to do a podcast on the Batman when it comes out on HBO Max or on Blu-ray. This is her crying. Yeah, again, she can actually emote. Hmm. Her name is Raina. Why were you yelling in the Bratz rant? I had autism and it was too much. Again, I hate that movie, Ethan. I hate that movie with a passion. I can't stand that freaking movie. That Bratz movie from 2007 is one of the worst films I've ever seen. And if you couldn't handle it, I'm sorry. That was years ago. I don't hold back. If you want to see my inner rage, see my old rants on my old channel because I was ruthless. That's why I don't want to do The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker because I would just rip it a new one. Half of my freaking audience is autistic for some reason. I don't know why people that have disabilities watch my videos. No offense to Josh, but I don't get it. There's Kelly Hu. Yeah, I just saw her in GalaxyCon like 2 weeks ago. Still beautiful. I don't understand why I have a fan base like that and why I have more fan base here and in the Philippines. The UK, nobody cares about me because I haven't been kind to them. Again, because they're getting all our roles. Mm-hmm. Like in Joker. Strong female, exactly. Wink, wink. Nowadays, people are intimidated by that. They think that having a female lead is an agenda. No, it's execution, not the gender, people. Years old now. 12, 12 years old. Yeah, this I forgot that this actress is in the movie. I don't even know who this actress is. Wow, she attacked a defenseless. Yeah, you see why I hate Binto so much because they're rude, even in these movies. And this could have been Amber Heard because she did the same thing in Drive Angry. This isn't even the main character. Raina's the main character. Stana Katic. I don't care about this Binto. Get out of here. I don't care about I don't care about who the hell this character is. Who even is this character? Beating the hell out of a freaking Indian dude. Yeah, do that now in 2021 and 2022, and you'll get canceled immediately. Let me see who was that. I hate these accents so freaking much. I think that was Amanda Brooks. Yeah, because it's not Diana Venora. Yeah, yeah. I don't remember. Mwah. Yeah, I hate bentos, guys. Just don't put them in any more films. I'm tired of them. Let them do their own film industry. They're good at that. Don't interfere in my comic book movies and action films anymore. I'm tired of it. I'm so freaking tired. And if you don't think I'm tired, see my Force Awakens review. I did not hold back. The hobo is the worst actress I've ever seen on the big screen, and that's saying a lot. And I've seen Kristen Stewart in Twilight Breaking Dawn Part 2. Yeah, I'm sick of these bentos. I'm just sick of them. This character was completely freaking useless. I forgot she was even in this movie. It might as well have been uh, Pug Face. It's not her because she was like a little girl when this came out in 2008. Because she's like in her 20s now. So in 2008, she was like a teenager, a minor. I'm sick of these people. I'm just sick of them. It's not racist when I don't like the way they talk. I'm sorry. It takes me out of the movie or show. That's why I don't watch Stranger Things. I don't need to see Diet Natalie Portman slash what's his name Sam Huntington. I don't need to see a version of that. I want to see who this is. Don't worry, she's not in that Dan Aykroyd movie because the chat's very quiet today. They probably saw the movie that I was doing and like, I don't want to see that. That's fine. Just to see who the cast is, because I forgot who the cast was besides Stana Katic, Tom Berenger, and he dies in the first 5 minutes. So we're only 10 minutes in already. So I made it no bones about it. When I went to Comic Con 3 years ago, I didn't see one bento there. Some random British guy gave me some toys, and I'm like, that was fine, but that was only because he gave me something. But everybody else, I avoided like the plague. And also at the Heroes and Villains Fun Fest or Fan Fest, I didn't see half of them because I'm like, yes, I'm biased. I'm sorry, because that's not Diana Venora. That's Amanda Brooks. I never even heard of this actress. She's not even British. She's from New York City. Uh, Event, Avengers Endgame and the Batman are both 3 hours long. But does Endgame have a good excuse? Yeah, it's a fourth movie in a franchise, and it's ending a chapter of the MCU. This Batman movie just wanted to be long so that DC can say that we made a movie that's almost as long as the Snyder cut. It's long for the sake of being long, and I'm sick of movies being that long. This lady's not even British. She's just doing a British accent. I'm like, yeah, and don't have American actors do that accent either. I'm sick of it. It's just they sound fake. Like when not Jessica Chastain, but what was her name? When this girl did a British accent in Abominable, it took me out of the movie. I was like, why do you have a British accent? We know you're not British. Yeah, or is it or is it this girl? I don't even know who it is. Raina. No, Raina. I thought her name was Raina, but some movies are just too freaking long. Multiverse of Madness is going to be long because it's a sequel and they're putting a lot in it. The multiverse is opening up. You can't do that in 90 minutes. But for a DC movie, you don't need to make it 3 hours. I'm just so sick of movies being too long. Endgame was 3 years ago, and I'm already over the time because it's 2 hours and 49 minutes without the end credits. Why is she burning herself? Yeah, this was shown this was shown at a film festival. It premiered at the Newport Beach International Film Festival on April 28th, 2008, and was released on DVD in the US March 3rd of 2009. So it was in a theater, but it was limited release. In this movie, an R-rated action movie. Yeah, and it's only 99 minutes. Not 2 hours and 30 minutes, not 3 hours, not 4 hours. Just 1 hour and 39 minutes. Yeah, same to you. No, but it says no, she was born in New York and has lived a transatlantic life between there and London. That's why she has a shitty British accent. Now I get it. She hasn't done a movie since 2013. If we mention Little Sim, we will get blocked. No, just don't mention, any stupid thing about Michelle Jones. Yeah, she hasn't done anything since Castle Rock. I also don't like when American actors go to England and then they adopt the accent. Why? Yeah, she's not a Binto, but she was raised there. That's why. It's like when freaking Andrew Garfield had to be an Anglo American. It doesn't make any sense to me. You can't be two things. I watched this movie for Stana Katic because she's great in nearly everything. Even in that god awful Spirit movie, which is way worse than this. That movie was just unwatchable, and it's PG-13, so they couldn't even do like Sin City and make it violent. Hey, Electric Dino 75. Look at that dark hair. She did this before Castle in 2009. After what happened to Little Sam, I'm gonna try not to bother you so much from now on. Although I don't know him, I don't right now. I'm not older than he is. Yeah, I don't want kids on my podcast. If you're not 18 or older, don't even bother because you're too immature not to handle something like this. This is not a movie for kids. Neither is the Batman. Does this has as much gore and blood and violence as other movies like Deadpool? No, because it's more low budget, but it's still violent. This is not a kids movie. This is way more violent than the Batman. Easily. I mean, the beginning of the movie, she stabs a guy through the back, and they show the blood. They don't cut away. Frank Sinatra. Wow. He smashed that guy's leg like it was made of a twig. Was this movie well received? It was kind of mixed. I certainly agree with you that the 1 hour is perfect for movies. Yeah, the script is basically a James Gunn movie or a show. We get it. An F bomb can be used in an R rating. It doesn't mean I need to hear it every 2 seconds. It gets. This was in 2008. I could forgive it back then, but now every movie says we are an R rating. We're going to say the F word every 2 seconds. It's not needed. It doesn't become dialogue anymore. If you're not Rob Zombie, you don't have an excuse. You can write some new dialogue, guys. Say something interesting, please. Oh, my heart beats every time I see you, Stana. Hey, Darius. Mm, yeah, I would lick her face too. What do you think of Carmella? Who's Carmella? The female wrestler, or I don't know. Mm. Yelena wasn't interesting. Unlike the Stana Katic in this movie, again, that's spam. So hide this user on my thing. Yep, Brian the Heart. And she's not a superhero in this movie. She does get hurt later in the film. She's just a desirable woman. Like I see that face and I want to just go. Yes, I know she's with a man. I know that already. I mean, who wouldn't? I mean, she's one of the most desirable women I've ever seen. So this movie is a low budget, while others like Deadpool have a high budget. And one thing they gave that put in a lot of blood. Yeah, but they made up for it because she's badass in the movie, and is not a superhero like Emily Blunt in Jungle Cruise. That was just stupid. So Nosferatu turned a century old. Yeah, it still holds up. It's still scary and got a lot of atmosphere, and it's a movie that holds up. It's a classic. I haven't seen it in many years, but I'll probably see it for Halloween. I know the movie's called Stilettos, and usually stilettos are worn by women or drag queens. The female wrestler Carmella, yes, those who are. Yeah, I haven't seen her in a match yet, but she's fine. You know, the women in the WWE now are fine, but some of them I'm just like, I don't know who they are, so I haven't seen them wrestle. Yeah, this movie they do talk a lot, but it's not there's not a ton of flashbacks and horrible editing like I've seen in other movies. Vanquish, I couldn't stand the action was just laughable. John, did you see Uncharted? No, not yet. Because I just like I said, I'm not going to see anything in the theater until April when Sonic the Hedgehog 2 comes out. Because theater tickets are getting getting very expensive now. So tight. This lady's really annoying in the movie. I wish she just died. Like I don't need. You sound your sound must be lagging. What do you mean my sound must be lagging? I sound fine. That's got to be on your end because I don't have any problems. I don't see any lagging. It's not lagging anymore. Yeah, it must be your on your end because I'm not lagging. I don't see myself moving like no. Hey, Network 98, what's up? Yeah, this Binto doesn't even have like she's just really super thin. Why do they want to make every blonde like a Harley Quinn? And this is before the DCU Harley Quinn. I hate this girl's accent. If it's fake or real, I don't care. I don't want to see her again. Thank God she hasn't done anything since 2013. Because, like I said, these horrible actresses should not be on camera. Yeah, this is more violent than any scene with the Riddler and the Batman. Yep, I know. And unlike the 2008 Punisher movie where it's super violent, but it's a cartoon. Was that a sander or something? Because it looked like it hurt. I don't know if you heard, but the director of The Witch and The Lighthouse is currently producing a remake of Nosferatu. Eh, it's not going to be as good as the original because it's going to be a talkie. Too many horror movies now, they talk too much. That's what a lot of these movies do. They talk too much and they don't have enough atmosphere. Do like Dune. Let the visuals tell the story. Stop having so much dialogue that I'm falling asleep. A24 was just wants to do a weird version of everything that they do. They're like the Asylum, but more trippy. When will you watch the Batman since you skip cinemas? When it's on HBO Max for free. I'm not paying for it. I refuse. I'm not paying $25. And me. Even the makeup in this movie looks better than a lot of films today. Like compared this violence to the last Matrix movie. That movie could have been PG-13 and shorter. It didn't need to be 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's the problem I have. Every movie has to be over 2 hours. Why? You're gonna sit through 30 minutes of trailers and behind the scenes stuff of shows and movies. Why are you showing me freaking movies that are too freaking long? You're not a Broadway show. You can't get away with a 3 hour running time. Plus, there's no intermissions anymore. Movies back in the day had an intermission when there was like a 3 hour movie or if it was a double bill. Yep. Nail her. I don't think A24 is releasing an Nosferatu remake yet. Anyway, I don't think it has a distributor. Robert Eggers' next movie is being released by Focus Features instead. Yeah. Yep. Dead. He was probably going to die of loss of blood anyway. This does have some good actors in it. Amanda Brooks is not one of them. She's horrible. She's not a mediocre actress. She's just horrible. After sitting through Yelena last year with her fake robotic accent, I don't want to sit through another one of those. That's why I'm not doing a Black Widow commentary. Next time I do a commentary for her will be either the Ultimate Avengers cartoon movie because it's not on Disney Plus, or the first Avengers movie in May. I got to do that one and then Age of Ultron, and then Endgame. I'll try to do in May. If I can't, I'll do it in the summer because it's a very long movie, and I'm not sitting through it on my tablet. It's too freaking long. It's long. It's long. And sitting through a movie like this, doing like this, it's hard for 3 hours. I did that with Captain Marvel and Infinity War and with Winter Soldier. I recently did that. So, you know what she looks like? She looks like freaking Alexa Bliss with the pink hair and all that. That Harley Quinn look like that she got last year. Worthless character. She's just there to fill time when Stain is not on screen. Okay, good. We gotta wait and see. That was a pointless scene. Here's Dominique Swain. Yeah, I believe. Which is worse, The Spirit or Vanquish? They're both horrible. They're both horrible. That she's pregnant. That's hot. I love that. Yeah, she's with child. That's amazing. Yeah, a pregnant belly is always nice to touch. I don't care who has the baby. If it's a female and not a transgender person, it feels wonderful. They're bringing life into this world, something a man can never do. Hey, Stana's lovely. I know, Josh. I mean, she's one of the most gorgeous women, and she's part Serbian, but she's not a psychopath like the assholes that did a Serbian film. Those people aren't human. They're worse than what's happening right now in the world in Ukraine and Russia. Yeah, it's worse than that because those people did baby rape in a movie, which I don't ever want to see. That's horrifying. Yes, she is. Yeah, today was warm. It was like in the 60s today. Black Widow, yeah. I wish Black Widow was like this because the PG-13 really watered that movie down. It needed an R rating or at least a strong PG-13 like Mission Impossible Fallout. They watered it down by having Yelena can't even kill anybody. They have to like taser them, those fake Black Widows at the end. And there was too much CG at the end. It looked like a video game. Back to more annoying Amanda Brooks. Yeah, it's like the Binto that was in Piranha 3D. You didn't need her. She was there to get naked and then get killed. Why? Because reasons. Because I don't have enough Bintos dying in films. Do you like mozzarella sticks? I can eat them. It depends how they taste. Just because you stood in London doesn't mean you have to sound like a Binto. I don't want to hear it. I just don't want to hear it. It bothers me. Yeah, it bothers me. That's why I didn't want to see Robert at DC fandom last year because he sounds like that. He sounds like that. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. It's like Lauren Cohan. I don't care about her either. You have the accent. I want you to stay the hell away from me. Just stay away. Yeah, just pummel her. This would shut her up. Sean Bean's not a bento. He's a beanto. That's funny. It's just he's in everything, and he either dies or he plays a villain. Is that a movie theater? Yeah. Oh, look, that's Katrina Law. That trailer looks awesome. That was Katrina Law in a cameo. I said I don't want to hear you, little Sim. Goodbye. Stop bothering me, little Sim. Just leave me alone. I told you not to come to my podcast. I banished you last time. I don't want to hear you. Look, she's in disguise, staying ecstatic with glasses. Yeah, Katrina Law was in this movie, but in an uncredited cameo. Yep, she kills. She's an assassin. With Black Widow, she barely kills anybody. I know that's what's happening nowadays. And you notice she's not wearing gloves or a mask or anything. Hmm. Ass shot. I love that. When it's a woman that I actually am interested in. Her voice is very, very, very sexy, and she does a lot of accents. You know, she did a Russian accent, a French accent, but she can do it really well. It does. She doesn't sound like a robot. Ass shot. Yeah, this film doesn't look too low budget. It's a lower budget. It's basically, I think the budget for this might have been like 10 or $20 million. Asian girls, yes, sir. Mm. You know how I feel about them. Shang-Chi was PG-13, but it was not a kids movie. There's more blood with the kid getting hurt, Shang, when he's a little boy than when he's an adult. Mm, that's hot. Asian girls fighting with sticks in shorts. This director knows what's up. Who directed this movie again? Uh, Nick Vallelonga. He didn't write the movie. Paul Sloan wrote the movie. So, you scared me. I'm like, well, you should see this guy's rants from 10 years ago. He was throwing things at the screen that scared the shit out of me. I'm like, YouTube videos are not supposed to scare me, guys. They're supposed to entertain me. Hey, Spider Man. We're almost 40 minutes in. The co-writer of Green Book directed the movie No Way. Don't forget, Nick Vallelonga was also in The Godfather, Goodfellas, with your least favorite movie of last year. Uh, he was in Vanquish as well. Well, I don't remember that. I don't remember that. Mm, yeah, I don't want to hear you. Mute this. There's no subtitles in the movie, so I have no idea what they're saying. Yeah, again, I don't give a damn about Spanish. I don't like it in my own home. I don't want to hear it in a film. That's why I didn't see Encanto. They're not my people. Sorry. They're Colombians. Got nothing to do with me. Have nothing to do with me. Mexicans don't have anything to do with me either. Coco had nothing to do with me. Even when they represent my people, they still do it wrong. They get the most light skinned people of all time. And I don't care, guys. I don't care. This is why Hispanic Heritage Month isn't until September, and I don't care. I could not care less. And I think he was in the Many Saints of Newark. I heard that was like nah, because it was too little, too late. They did it like 10 years after the Sopranos went off the air, and James Gandolfini passed away, so it was too late. I don't care about these Spanish stereotypes. I don't care about them. They're either mafiosos or drug dealers or banditos. They're always a stereotype. They can never be just a normal person like me, who is way more normal than these freaking stereotypes, these, archetypes. I love women. Yeah, I know, Spider-Man. You don't have to tell me things you know. Like I already know you love Tobey Maguire. When I do No Way Home, you don't have to say that in the chat 14 times. I get it. Yeah, again, racial tension. I get it, Michael Bean. I get it. These scenes are pointless because I don't care about the villains in this movie. I watched this movie for Stana. They're fighting in a Japanese restaurant. Yeah, some white people and Hispanics, and I'm like, that makes no sense, even in a plot wise. They don't send these Japanese security guards to get these guys out of here. This isn't a club; it's a Japanese restaurant. Yeah, these characters could have easily been cut out of the movie. This is why the movie's 99 minutes and not 85 minutes. I told you I don't care about Spanish stereotypes. It's not funny. My dad thinks it's hilarious to see people speaking Spanish in a movie. No, it's just irritating. If there's no subtitles, I don't want to hear it, okay? Bad Boys already did that several times with the first three movies and possibly a fourth one. We get it. They're in Miami and there's drug dealers. We get it, okay? I freaking get it. 3 decades of this, and I don't want to hear it anymore. I'm just tired. America Chavez better not speak a word of it in Multiverse of Madness. Just keep that to yourself. Which Roland Emmerich movie do you dislike other than Independence Day Resurgence? Well, there's not a lot of them. I haven't seen. No, I haven't seen Moonfall, and I'm not going to see it. There's a Binto in it. I do like 2012. I like Independence Day. I like White House Down. I really enjoy that one. Even 10,000 BC is decent. I don't hate his movies. It's just Moonfall was just a step down. I heard it was horrible. We're 44 minutes in, so see that scene was completely pointless. There are a couple of pointless scenes in this movie. I didn't say the film was perfect. You didn't need Amanda Brooks in the show movie or these Spanish stereotypes. They're just there to fill time. A lot of time. Opinion on rap music. It's not the same now. It was way better when I was a kid. Hmm. And a teen. Now it's like I don't even know who the rappers are now. Half the time. Yeah, I know. My brother doesn't get that. When my mom goes to bed, he's talking out loud and screaming. I'm like, there's people that are trying to sleep. I couldn't even sleep last night. I was just worried. and I was hungry. What time is it? It's 12:39. Yeah, let me check my battery. It's 58%. What do you think of Miranda Cosgrove? She's cute. She's still cute to this day. My brother wasting more of the freaking ink of our printer. Yeah, I can't wait till he moves out of here next year. I don't need him interrupting me when I'm doing a podcast because it's just a distraction. But the movie's half done, so we'll just get through this. Just drink some water. You. Yeah, she was great in Jake and Josh. She's right about that. I hope Brenda wins Best Actor this month, as his performance in The Power of the Dog is possibly my favorite. Well, I have to see it, but after the Oscars. If it's 3 hours, I don't want to sit through it right now. It's too long. I told you to leave me alone, little Sims. Don't make me report you again. I told you I don't. Yeah, these men in this movie are complete pricks. You know that, right? They treat women like trash in this film. But hey, it was a made for its time. Movie's a little over 2 hours exactly. No, it's an hour and 39 minutes. And the acting's mostly good. Some of it is just like pointless with these side characters. I always drink water every day. I have to. Drag queens. Yeah, another scene that could have been cut from this movie. Again, guys, I'm not gay. I'm not into men that dress up like women. I was talking about The Power of the Dog is 2 hours and 8 minutes. That's short compared to the Batman. The Batman is like 40 minutes longer. These are scenes that could have been easily cut out. I only care about Stana Katic in this movie mainly. Again, this isn't Dallas Buyers Club, guys. I don't need to see a man in drag. I don't need to see that. It's just not necessary. And that did not age well, especially nowadays where we don't know what a person is. We don't know what gender they are. They're like a mystery now. Well, you deserve it, Drag Racer. Some people have an identity crisis. They don't know what they are. No. Everybody's so angry in this movie. Yeah. Here comes a nice normal scene compared to what we've seen. Tom Sizemore finally shows up in the movie about 50 minutes in. He's watching a woman strip. That's something normal in a movie like this compared to all the anger and violence. I don't need that for the spring. That's why I'm doing this now because spring's in 2 weeks. I don't want to see anything dark. I loved Power of the Dog. I heard a lot of people did. I mean, the Academy certainly did. That's why there's so many nominations for it. But I loved movies like Dune. That deserved all the Academy nominations it did. I mean, it's a gorgeous movie, guys. And while it was 2.5 hours, it's a two-parter. It was never meant to be 3 hours because it would have been if they did the whole thing in one movie, but you just couldn't because Zendaya was too busy doing other films. Why is everybody so angry in this movie? Seriously, I know it's a crime thriller action film, but man, I think I rented this at the Red Box back in 2010 or something. Dune is the greatest film, one of the best of 2021. No, little. I told you, Little Sam. If you keep bothering me, I swear, I'm gonna come after you if you do this to me again. Get away from me. God, you're so annoying. I guess blocking people doesn't help anymore. You got to put them out of their misery. Jeez. Leave me alone, I said. I don't want to give you. You already lost your chances. You made your fool out of yourself in the last 3 podcasts I did. I don't need it. Ooh, that line did not age well. No, you're not Time Size More. You're white. Mm-hmm. I don't care either. If you cut all those pointless scenes in this movie, it'd be an hour and 20 minutes. Honestly. Yes, I see it. Again, I'm not deaf, Tom Sizemore. You don't have to yell. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Spider Man. I don't want anybody bothering me in the chat. If you bother me, you're gonna be blocked. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to read it. I don't want to hear it. Just no more. You don't get through. You don't get a third chance. You spoiled it. Tom Sizemore looks like he took a hit in this movie. because he's like George Clooney in every movie he's in. Go bother another YouTuber. Don't bother me. Been bothering me since StreamYard. There she is in a gorgeous red dress. Yeah, when Stain is not on screen, a lot of the movie suffers for it because there's these other pointless characters I don't really care about. It's like with Ava. I cared about Jessica Chastain in that movie. Most of the rest of the cast, I didn't. Hmm. She's wearing stilettos. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Everybody wants a piece of Stanicatic. His favorite film is Pirates 3. Yeah, it was too long. It felt like it was 3 hours as well. That's the problem. A lot of movies since the 2000s have been too freaking long. I would say Titanic, but there was only one Titanic. It wasn't like it was going to get a bunch of sequels. But Avatar, freaking Watchmen, even Watchmen was a little long. And Pirates 3 and the Transformer sequels, they're just way too long. I don't know why movies are that long now. They think that people have all day to be in the theater. I don't. That's an awesome scene. Again, you're not going to see things like this in the MCU. Unless they do an adult section, which they're trying to do that with the Netflix shows. Now they're going to have a parental lock for kids under 18. I don't need it because there's no one in my house that lives here that's under 18. No, even my sister's in her 30s now. So, yep, he's blasted. And you could say, oh, but she kills only guys in the movie. It's not sexist. She's a female assassin. What do you expect? Hmm. Stranger Tides is the best sequel I saw after two because I'm like, three was way too long. Five was decent, but it had a lot of problems. The first one's good, but I can't stand Elizabeth in the movie. Keira Knightley's just awful. She's a cartoon. Here's another scene in a restaurant, this time in a diner. What's your opinion on Orlando Bloom? He could be good. I like him in Lord of the Rings. In Pirates, I thought he was just loud. Are there any Denzel Washington movies you liked? I like The Siege, but it's really dark. Or do you hate every film? No, not every film. Two Guns and The Siege are probably his best ones I've seen because he's got other actors to help him through it. John, can we let bygones be bygones? Let's not. So I don't want to keep blocking you, Little Sim. Just shut up already. Leave me alone. I keep blocking you and you keep showing up. Why? You're a freaking boomerang. Leave me alone. God. Just leave me alone. Mm. Kelly Hu is just a beautiful actress. Oh, trust me. The truth is, you are gorgeous, Kelly Hu. Why are you struggling? You know you want it. Don't struggle. I don't hide things from women. I just don't. I'm sorry. After the last 2 years of isolation, I tell them exactly how it like it is. Little Sim just keep on bullying that we got it, but it's for Sony to decide. No one decides for you. We're not getting a freaking Michelle Jones movie. You should have shut up about that three streams ago. Nobody cares about that character as a main character. The reason these movies have worked, Tom Holland was a big reason because of it. Michelle Jones is barely in the first movie. Hmm. I no matter how many times I block this kid, it just keeps bothering me. No, leave me alone. If not, I'm going to make this private and you won't ever see it. How's that? I don't want you bothering me. That's why you don't have nobody to talk to, Little Sim, because you're a child. Josh doesn't act like a child anymore. He's an adult now. Once you're 21, you're responsible for your own actions. You can't have mommy and daddy doing everything for you. We're an hour and 4 minutes. You got to find somebody else to talk to. Go talk to a girl. Don't bother me again. I don't have time for children on this podcast. That is. Because if you're just going to pester me, just leave me alone. I'm not going to read your comments. Ooh, neo Nazis. I don't like those insignias. No, you're a child. If you're under 18, you're a kiddo. You're not an adult in this situation. The adult is talking. Oh, Confederate flags. Yeah, these insignias. I'm glad you're not seeing that. Kylo Ren. Have you ever liked Mira Sorvino? No, and nothing. Nothing. Not even in the cameo. I don't know what it is about her, but after she won her Oscar, she just did a lot of movies where she's just annoying. Her father's a good actor, Paul Sorvino, but her, just no. I don't want to deal with you, little Sim. I already told you to leave me alone. I told you that 3 streams ago because you keep talking and talking and talking. You're not having a conversation. You're just being pestering. I never act like a child. Yeah, I don't like adults. I don't like teenagers that act like children or adults that act like children. Act your age. This is why some people shouldn't be isolated because they go nuts. These people losing their minds like freaking wild animals. The action's good in this movie. I just think that there's a lot of pointless scenes, a lot of racism in it too. If it wasn't for Staying Caddick, I would have never seen this movie back in the 2010s. Does this have a lot of cussing in it? Yes, it does. It's R-rated as much as other movies. Yeah, it is. It's funny because she wears this and she doesn't wear this in the movie. This outfit is just for the cover. Oh man, that did not see that coming. I forgot Kelly who dies in the movie. Yeah, she got shot right through the eye. I didn't see that coming. I forgot about her death. It's been a while, so wow. I'm calling this in. Boom. I'm like, whew, didn't expect that. It's a good makeup effect too. Which one has worse animation, Planetine or Norm of the North? They're both terrible. But Norm the North was in theaters and it had a sequel. At least Planetine people forgot about it, so it's not even on Paramount Plus because of how horrible it was. She was great times too. I give the Uncharted movie 8 out of 10. I didn't see it, so I'm not going to talk about it. I still need to see it. I'm going to wait till streaming, or I'll just stream it on my computer. Pokemon, not Pokemon. That doesn't, you spelled it wrong. I still watch the show on Netflix, and I'm playing the game. I could take this hat off because the movie's almost over, and I still got another 20 minutes, 20 minutes or so. Who's worse, me I'm not going to answer that. I'm going to just do this. I got to do this. I can't take this. Yeah. Mm. Mm. She's yummy. I told you to leave me alone, and you didn't leave me alone, little Sim. So I have to put you out of your misery. Although I don't think you've seen any of it. Do you think Bird Box is laughable? Yeah, a bunch of people like blindfolding themselves and driving. Yeah, don't ever try that. That's stupid. It's a dumb premise. Do you know that the announced the Game Awards 2021 that Wonder Woman is getting her own game? Yeah, I heard that. And I've seen that other game, DC games that they're going to get released later this year on the PS5 and the Switch and everything else. This movie has a huge body count. Mm. Are you excited? Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, Multiverse of Madness. Yeah, I know he's going to probably make a cameo because again, Sam Raimi likes to put people in his movies that he's worked with before. How does the Jellystone cartoon on HBO Max look in your opinion? I didn't see it yet. A flashback. Mm-hmm. I know. There's my dog barking again. Some people on the internet are just not worth your time. Are you playing the new Suicide Squad Kill the Just? I don't think I am because I've never heard of it. Opinion on Matilda from '96. It's a good movie. It's a good family film that's darker than usual, but it holds up compared to some other films I saw last year for kids. They don't show it so good because I don't want to see a rape scene. See, they don't show it. Hmm. At least these flashbacks are short. Kelly Hu is way better than Kira Knightley. Yeah, because even when she's yelling, at least I buy it. I don't. I don't. She's not screaming in my ear. Yep, a bloody mess. Hmm. Is Kira Knightley a bento? Yeah, definitely. The film is definitely shot well. At least the action scenes I could see them, and also the gore. They don't like shy away from it. Hmm. I'm sorry, not talking much. It's just it's been a while since I've seen this film, but it is a bit mean spirited, and there's some scenes that could have been cut out just to filter just to kill that. Naomi Harris, not a fan. I didn't like her in the Pirate sequels. I didn't like her in Rampage, and Venom 2. I don't care about her at all either. She's just one of these women. I'm like, I already have black women that I'm into that don't have a stupid accent because they sound like they're white for some reason when they sound like this. No, take that and spin around it. Yeah, they sound like freaking. They sound like they're drunk off their face. There's too many characters in this movie. For 99 minutes, you could have cut at least three of these characters out. At least three. That would have made the movie a little bit tighter. hospital scene. Have I seen Twister? Yeah, I have it on Blu-ray now. I want to see it in the spring because at least it has fun and it's not deadly serious every single second. Decent makeup for night 2008. What do you think about the new and Naomi series? I skipped it because it's just woke and I don't care about it. It's 5 years too late after Black Lightning and The Flash and all these other shows that are trying to incorporate this diversity. They just did it because of the BLM movement. And I never even heard of Naomi. I'm guessing you dislike Gina Gutter in American Werewolf in London. Oh, she was so annoying in that. Oh my god. I like the two main actors and the effects and the gore, but man, that movie did not need her. She gets naked in that movie, and I still don't care because there's a reason in Avengers she's a cameo, and in Winter Soldier. I just couldn't do it. I was like, no. I never saw her in a film as a lead the actress again. Not like that. There's a reason why at least I can't at least I can't see the action. What do you mean I can't see the action? I don't know what she's saying. There's no subtitles. She can't hear you. Why doesn't this movie have subtitles? It doesn't cost a lot of money to put that on the screen, guys. We're almost done. We just got a few more minutes and then I could shut this off. It's decent watching it again, but there's a lot of scenes that could have easily been cut out just to see. I've seen Stiletto. You have? This one from 2008. There's another movie called Stiletto from like a couple years ago. Which Disney film is better, Aristocats or Robin Hood? That's a hard one because I like both of them. Robin Hood at least is not racist because Aristocats has some racism in it. But it's Disney. What do you expect? They've had racism throughout a lot of their films. Dumbo, Aristocats, freaking what was it? Songs of the South and Peter Pan. Yeah. I'm not a liar. Sony confirmed that there will be interested in doing a Michelle Joe. Again, I don't want to hear it. I guess you don't like woke things. When they force it, it's not needed, guys. We get it. We want diversity in a lot of our films and shows now. You can't force it. That's why Naomi got one of the lowest watched pilots since Batwoman, because again, nobody cares about the wokeness anymore. You can have a female lead. This movie had it, and it's not woke. I miss Bill Paxton. Yeah, I do. I miss him a lot. Now we have the Southern actors like Walton Goggins, who he ain't no Bill Paxton. He just sounds like a hillbilly. It's laughable. She struggles in this movie. She's not a superhero. Oh man, right through the head. Wow. That was another unpredictable death. Do you think Chuck E. Cheese's pizza is better than Papa John's? Yes, oh definitely. Because at least with at least Chuck E. Cheese's pizza, I can actually eat it. Papa John's, I haven't eaten it in years, and I'm not going to. I hate their pizza. It makes me sick, literally. You missed. You missed. Yep, thank you. Thank you, Stana Katic. That character was annoying. The most annoying girl in the movie. If that was Yelena, I would have given a standing ovation in the theater because trust me, she annoyed me more than anything in that movie. What now, blimey? Movie's almost done, so. So if you force woke things down people's throats, you go broke. Yeah, because people just don't want it. They put it in the Watchmen TV series. It was in Batwoman. They put it in Supergirl. Not with Melissa Benoist, but putting all these female characters that came out of nowhere to do things, and the men get shafted. Do you like Cat Stevens, even though he's British? Cat Stevens. Who's Cat Stevens? I don't know who that is. I think you mean Dan Stevens. You can't force an agenda. Look at the Fembusters movie. It failed because they had to shove it down her face. It's not needed. It's just they're tanking. The audience they're trying to cater to is not there. No women went to see the Charlie's Angels reboot or Black Christmas 2019 or the 355. It flopped. I heard 355 was okay. It wasn't great, but you only made them women because you wanted to, have women. Mm-hmm. Cat Stevens is a British singer. No, I never heard of him. Never heard of him. I know. That dagger she has is pretty awesome. It's like in the Protege. When I do a podcast for that, I'm not going to do it till summer. She's the reason I watch it is for Maggie Q, and that movie had subtitles. This didn't for some reason. Hmm. Nope. Nope. She's just a woman. That's scary for a garbage man to find a dead body in there, whether it's a human or an animal. That's something that can like traumatize you. I mean, I've seen dead bodies all over the city. It's New York. I'm used to it by now, with especially animals of like squirrels that get run over by cars and cats, raccoons. What do you miss more, John Belushi or John Candy? Candy, because I saw more of John Candy's films when I was a kid. I didn't know who Belushi was until like the 2000s. Jim Belushi, I remember because I saw a lot of his films as a kid. Is Kira Knightley British? Yeah, she is. Did you Bill Paxton go? Did you know Bill Paxton was going to be Green Goblin? That would have been awesome, but he got sick, so he couldn't do it, and he wouldn't have made it for No Way Home. Willem Dafoe just embraced it, and he's still the best, man. With the movie skipping. If anything, I'll just finish it on my tablet. I'm probably going to donate this anyway because the movie is old anyway. Because I don't want to hear you, Sims. I already said it. Leave me alone. You don't leave me alone. I'm gonna call the cops. I mean it. Leave me alone. I don't want to be harassed here. Keira Knightley isn't attractive, not to me. She's loud and obnoxious and everything. The movie's almost over. That's why I prefer streaming in some cases with some of these older movies. I'll just donate this movie because I wanted to just see it again. I got this at a Kmart a couple years ago. That's why. And they put it in one of those sleeves, which I hate when they put them in sleeves because then it messes up the disc. All Gonna Heaven is a bit too dark for kids. Yeah, it is. I saw that as a kid, but I can't watch it as an adult now because of uh, my puppy. Because I was doing a podcast the other day and the movie wasn't skipping. Is it over? I think it is. Yeah, that's it. The movie's over. Okay, good. Because this movie was yeah, the disc is probably messed up. But I'm glad I got to finish it, guys. The movie it is what it is. Do you think? Well, that's it. Thanks for talking to me in the podcast, guys, in the chat. That's Stiletto. I still think it holds up. I just think that this disc must be scratched or something. Let me check. Oh yeah, it's got specks all over it. That's okay. I'm gonna get rid of the disc anyway. I can always get this movie on digital. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys. My podcast on Stiletto, and I'll talk to you guys soon in the next podcast. So see you guys later. Yeah, it was scratched.